Today I am answering one of your art questions about moving from fan art onto your own original style. Hi, I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. Jamie Lynn writes, I began my skills with fan art. Now, I have worked with fan art, i.e. celebrity portraits, for a long time. I have some troubles coming up with original designs for my art. My skills improved, just not my original ideas. What would you suggest for coming up with more originality? Thank you for your time to read this. So many artists find themselves in this situation, and it's not a bad position to be in, honestly. Because if you've refined your skills doing celebrity portraits, that means you've gotten used to working from really good reference photos, which probably means you've gotten really good at understanding contrast when you do portraits, because the reference photos of celebrities are usually taken by professional photographers, which means they're usually pretty amazing. Lighting, angle, all of that. So you've gotten good at understanding what makes for a good photo. You may not realize it, but if you've been doing a lot of fan art, you definitely have. Now, as far as moving on to your own original style, good for you. That is awesome. This is a big step for you to take in helping to distinguish yourself from every other artist doing fan art. The first step is to learn how to take decent photos yourself. That's going to be a big deal. If you can get your friends and family to model for you, take your camera with you everywhere. You never know when you're going to get that one amazing shot, even if it's just a little point and shoot. Sometimes you will just get amazing shots just from having that camera with you all the time. So that's going to be a big step. And there are a lot of tutorial channels here on YouTube teaching you how to do photography. I'm actually pretty terrible at it myself, but I've got a good DSLR and it makes up for a lot of what I lack, at least for getting reference photos. Can't call myself a photographer, but I can get shots that I can use for my own work. So that's going to be a big deal. The next thing is just to start creating. Years ago when I realized that surrealism was really where I was leaning towards, something that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed looking at it, I enjoyed doing my little doodles and sketches, putting things together that don't typically go together, but I was having a really hard time coming up with ideas. There were times when I was thinking, you know what, I can't do this. I don't have the creativity to come up with something unique. I can't think of things. So I sat around creating nothing. When I finally started painting and drawing things just randomly, here's an idea, I'm going to paint it. Those beginning pieces weren't pieces that I was terribly proud of, terribly excited about, but they led to pieces that I was proud of that did have a more unique original design. Just to give you an idea, I did this painting for a friend years ago. This is a horrible photo. This is before I had a decent camera, but this is where my wish series started from. So I started with this painting, which is not one that I'm terribly proud of, but that one sparked ideas. As I was painting that, I would get ideas for other things, like, oh, what if I do this? What if I add this to another painting? And it led to a whole series that had two scenes with the water coming out from one into the other. That painting, though, as much as it's not one of my favorites, it was a very important piece in getting me onto these other ones that I do like a whole lot more. The more that you paint and draw things, even if it's something that you're thinking, oh, this isn't that original, this isn't a great idea, those pieces will lead you to ideas for much more creative pieces. But if you're not creating and starting somewhere, you're never going to get to that point of creating these really original pieces. So like you hear me say all the time, you just have to pick up that pencil or paint and start. The more you create, the more ideas you're going to get. I have a frequently asked questions page over on my website. If you cannot find the answer to your question there is a link where you can submit one of your own questions to be featured in one of these videos. I will have a card pop up here. You can check that out. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings or drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, art Q&A videos every Thursday, and artist vlogs every Saturday. So if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+. All of those social media sites are linked below in the video description, where you can keep up with news, my newest work, and see real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on. I'll see you guys in a few days.